Hello and welcome to this week's Tyler Talks. How you doing? That's me, Tyler Tolman. Okay, so this week's Tyler Talks, I got a message from Jessica in Melbourne saying that her 11-year-old daughter is experiencing psoriasis and has experienced psoriasis for many years. Psoriasis is a skin condition that can be mild rash or it can go all the way to like a really intense type of rash. And it shows up in different places. The medical community doesn't really know what causes psoriasis. I have my own opinions about it, and that's pretty much what I'm going to share. So I'm going to go over three things. That's three main things that I believe you can do to absolutely eliminate psoriasis from your life. And the cool thing is I have this online juice fast. I used to charge $500 for people to go through and take this educational course over 7 days with educational content, recipes, all kinds of beautiful things on this online juice fast. We have a live 7-day juice fast where I put it on with many people. My dad has come. We've recorded all the videos. So all of this content is there, and now it's absolutely free. And we've had over 2,000 people, close to 3,000 people go through this juice fast. So you can imagine we've had quite a few cases of people with psoriasis, eczema, and all types of other skin conditions, including acne and things like this. And what I find is that when people are going through this juice fast, their skin conditions clear up. There's a lot of research that's been done at the University of Chicago called Whole Biological Laboratories, and they do experiments with fasting on humans. And the things that they find, the two things that clear up the fastest on a fast are skin conditions, and diabetes. So skin conditions include eczema, acne, psoriasis, and all these things. And I can tell you from experience that we've had multiple people, probably a dozen people just that I've experienced on the online juice fast that have written testimonials, sent us pictures of their psoriasis, eczema, and different skin conditions. And through an extended period of juice fasting, they've been able to absolutely eliminate it. Now, a lot of these people that go on the juice fast, it's set up for 7 days, but once you start to see, sometimes you might only start to see the profound results in that 7 days. You might need to extend it out 14 days, 21 days. Now, I know the big question is, can an 11-year-old do an extended fast on juices? Well, regardless of whether they can do it or not, an 11-year-old could start inundating themselves with a lot of these juices. And the recipes are all on there. There's some profound effects that come from whole foods. When we juice them and get such a massive amount of energy and vitality and vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients and put it in, the body doesn't have to go through a lot of work to get that stuff. So I believe that psoriasis is an actual accumulation of plaque or a certain toxicity held in the body. And then our body is a reflex organism. So some people have what's called lines of least resistance. Meaning if I'm becoming toxic, I'm stressed, and I have this accumulation of toxicity somewhere in my body, it might show up as a reflex on my arm. It could show up on the back of my neck. It could show up on my knee. It could show up on my ankle. And there are actual lines where you can identify sometimes when these things show up in certain areas, you can actually tie it back to the liver or the kidneys or the spleen or the gallbladder. So you could really kind of look at it from that perspective, but that's really, all of that information really just comes down to how do I heal it? And I believe that the healing takes place with profound detoxification. Detoxification might look like eating a raw food diet, a lot of apples, a lot of fresh fruits in the morning, and then maybe having salads and vegetables and things in the afternoon for dinner, but going on a raw food diet for maybe 7 days as a preparation to bring a lot of good fibers, a lot of good nutrients, and to really, get yourself full of nutrients and use that fiber to clean out the digestive system. So I would recommend about 7 days of a raw food diet and then maybe 7 days of a juice fast. And if you have your 11-year-old going, 3 days in a juice fast, mommy, I'm hungry. Give her some fresh fruit, give her a salad, give her some other foods, maybe a big smoothie, a lot of bananas, a lot of, greens and things in a green smoothie or different kinds of smoothies just to stay full, but still inundating yourself with the juices. And I think if you go through that process, for maybe 30 days, you'll see a profound clearing of this stuff. And once you eliminate the plaque, once you get to the causal issues of the stored toxicity, that will actually help to eliminate it completely, and it will be gone. I do know many people that have had psoriasis, no longer have it, and never will again because they've modified their lifestyle. If you want some of these links, some people have posted pictures and written about their experience. Just go ahead and send me a message on Facebook. More than happy to share this information with you. You can contact the person, see what I'm talking about. So when I said there was 3 things, number 1 is detoxification. Going through a process of inundating yourself with nutrition and potentially fasting a bit and clearing out potential plaque, heavy metals, different things that may have accumulated over time and distance from vaccinations, from certain foods and drinks and environmental factors, whatever it is. Number 2 is sunshine. There are a lot of cases of people with psoriasis that simply getting out into the sun and building a tan. The sun has the ability through the UV rays to also affect the skin in a fantastic way. Also cause for detoxification. Also for cause for cholesterol to change to vitamin D, which is a hormone in the body that also cleans and does all kinds of amazing things, balancing your hormones, which helps the body communicate and do what it needs to do. Yay! So when it comes to sunshine, if you haven't gotten a lot, maybe starting out 10 minutes at a time, sunbaking, 15, 20, 30, you should be able to go out 30 to 45 minutes in direct sunlight from about 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock and develop a tan. Now, I know this is way taboo, but if you're in a place where it's winter, if you're in a place where there's not a lot of sun, there are these UV lights that have been designed to mimic the sun. They're called sunbeds or solariums. I know there's a lot of bad press about it, but the fact is not eating enough fruits and vegetables is what causes cancer, including skin cancer. There's plenty of research to prove this. Vitamin D is almost the number 1 factor, according to a lot of these studies, that actually reduces your risk of skin cancer. Phenomenal. But what I'm saying is you might actually go into a solarium or a tanning bed. And if a tanning bed is a 15-minute process, you might go for 7 or 8 minutes just to get that UV light, to develop that vitamin D, and for the health of the skin. And number 3, I know this is a long video, number 3 is going to be hot salt baths and skin cleaning. So I have a process I've talked about. Thousands of people around the world are doing it and loving it. Women saying their skin is the best feeling, beautiful, shining, glowing it's ever been. That is the bicarbonate of soda and vodka, the alcohol, into a mix, make it into a putty and scrub all of your skin. That opens it up, it gets rid of all the dead cells, helps you to detoxify, cleans out all the acidic potential yeast, mold, fungus, parasites, and other things that can exist, gets rid of the petrochemicals that accumulate in the 7 layers of dermis and epidermis. So cleaning your skin and a hot salt bath, putting in sea salts, Epsom salts, fill the bath with salts, maybe some lavender essential oil. Bathe in that once a night during the process of cleansing and fasting, opening up your skin, getting out in the sun. I believe this issue of psoriasis is just going to be knocked out with a 1-2 punch. You're gone, psoriasis, and then you can thank me later. So that's what I have to say about psoriasis. Doesn't matter what age you are, if you're experiencing it. Detoxification, sunshine, skin cleaning, hot salt baths. I'm Tyler Tolman. Be sure to tip your wig.